मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। राम बोल, राम राम बोल। राम राम बोल, राम राम बोल। मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। शिवा शिवा बोल, शिवा शिवा 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 बोल। मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। हरि हरि ओम, हरि हरि ओम। 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 मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। राम राम बोल, राम राम 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 बोल। मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल। केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल।
प्रेम से बोलिए गजानंद स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, नौ दुर्गा देवी माता की जय। आप लोग खड़े हो जाए, प्लीज स्टैंड as we join. On this the fourth night of our 5 nights Gyaan Yagna, visualizing the beautiful form of our Lord Bhagwan Shri Ganesh as we pray, seeking His grace and guidance in thought, words and deeds. Om गणपतिग्वं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिसीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षोररिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यश्चन्द्रसामृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृता सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम् शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Together everyone. ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री अनुभवानन्दाय नमः। ॐ श्री चिन्मयानन्दाय नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुदत्ताय नमः। ॐ श्री सत्यसाईश्वराय नमः। ॐ श्री शंकराय नमः। ॐ श्री तपोवनाय नमः। ॐ श्री सीतारामचन्द्राभ्यां नमः। ॐ नमो हनुमते नमः। May we always be guided by the light of God's grace and divine blessing. आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कले तल नेत सिय पी की आरती श्री रामायण। गावत ब्रह्मा एक मुनि नारद वाल्मीक ज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादि शेष और शारद वरनी पवन सुत कीरत आरती श्री रामायण। गावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश कहूँ शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनि जन धन संतन को सरबस सारयं च सम्मत सब नीति आरती श्री रामायण। शम्भो भवानी अरुगत संभव मुनि ज्ञानी व्यासयादि कविवर जभतानी काकभूषण दे गरुड़ की आरति श्री रामायण। कलिमाल हरणी विषय रस की कलिमाल हरणी विषय रस की शुभ सिंगार मोती शुभती आरती श्री रामायण। पुलन गेंद पुलन गलमाला पुलन गेंद पुलन गलमाला नित्य सिंहासन दशरथ लाला आरती श्री रामायण। जनमान मंजु मुकुर मलहारणी जनमान मंजु मुकुर मलहारणी तिलक गुण गण बस कर आरती श्री रामायण आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की तीरथ कली ललित सिय आरती श्री रामायण। मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनो हरि हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Everyone together, सब लोग आइए। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण ॐ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथ्वी शान्ति आपः शान्ति ओषधय शान्ति वनस्पति शान्ति विश्वदेव शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वगुण शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति साम शान्तिरिधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। प्रेम से बोले कैलाशपति शंकर भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। आप लोग आसन लीजिए, प्लीज बी सीटेड as we prepare for the night's devotion. प्रेम से बोलिए सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Once again, my friends, it's with great pleasure on behalf of Shri Sankar ji and his wonderful Dharma Patni, their beloved children, and the extended families, we would like to take this opportunity to say a very warm and very special welcome to each and every one of you who have come to join with us on this, the fourth night of our 5 nights Gyaan Yagna. Tonight our discourse continues from the golden pages of Balkan, the very beginning of the Ramcharitamanas of Goswami Tulsidas ji, and we have seen where that Sati Devi entertained a doubt about Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra ji last night, and we continued where we saw that Sati Devi saw that Lord Shiva prostrated after he came out of meditation to Bhagwan Sri Ram, who was the prince of Ayodhya at the time, and Sati Devi could not understand why the Lord of the universe is bowing to a prince, not seeing the spiritual existence or not seeing the divinity of Bhagwan Sri Ram. And tonight our discourse will continue as Sati Devi was about to do something that she will regret. But before we do this, we touch the feet of our beloved senior Pundit, Shri Pandit Vishnu ji, and of course he is one of the gurus of this home and have been the guru of this home for many, many years. And Baba, we thank you for your blessing. We thank you for your guidance. And we thank you for your humility. Pandit Vishnu ji is one of our, like I said, senior Pandits, but one of the most humble of them all. To him, tonight with him is his beloved nephew, Shri Pandit Neil. And Pandit Neil is no stranger to anyone, especially through Sankhya television. He performs worship, havans, etc., guiding devotees throughout the country via Sankhya television. So we're going to say thank you, Pandit Neil, for your seva and for your service as a young and very dynamic Pandit as well. To Pandit Vishnu number 2, hailing all the way from Brothers Road. Is it Brothers Road, right? Or Sisters Road? Sisters Road. So we say welcome to you, Baba, and thank you again for gracing us with your presence tonight. And we also bow to you because you are one of our senior Pandits. Pandit Bishamji Maharaj and his wonderful Dharma Patni. Once again, Baba, we thank you for bringing blessings to us once again. And may God shower his choicest grace and guidance upon you and your beloved family. Pandit Bisham is none other than one of the brothers of the late Dharmacharya of Trinidad and Tobago, Pandit Uttam Ji Maharaj. Wherever the soul of your beloved brother is, we ask Bhagwan to bless him and guide him forever. We'd like to welcome also Sankhya television, capturing tonight's program to be rebroadcasted at some point in time. We say a special welcome to Bhaiya Ramesh and of course his beloved Dulahin, my beloved Didi Shirley. We say special thanks and God bless you as the management and staff of Sankhya television continue to keep the light of Sanatan Dharma burning in the hearts and homes of thousands of devotees nationwide and by extension worldwide. We all know that Sankhya television is one of the first Hindu television station that, my friends, is strictly religious and strictly spiritual programming. That whenever you feel spiritual, I wonder if to rephrase that, Shirley Didi. It have different kind of spirituality, you know. It have spirituality where you surrender to God, and then it have liquid spirituality. So, but Sankhya television deals with the spiritual one that leads to God. We want to say thanks to Sankhya television and the corporate sponsors tonight that keeps the light of Sanatan Dharma burning in the hearts and homes of thousands nationwide and worldwide. And of course to the members of the Chinmaya Gyaan Kirtan Mandali, special thanks and blessings. We have also tonight the Devis and Devatas sitting with us, the 9 Devis and the Devata sitting with us, who have been worshipped and honored by this beautiful family. So, babies, children, we bow to you. Sitaram. Say Sitaram. You all belly full? You sure? Sure you're not hungry? Can't wait for Persad? Persad at the end, right? And you all got all your gifts? And you all got all your blessings? And did you all bless Uncle Sankar and his family? Say, Uncle Sankar. Say, we bless you and your family. Om Namah Shivaya. And lift your hands and bless him. Don't watch me, don't watch me. Okay, God bless you all, baby. And we all bow to you all, because you are innocent and pure. And it is said that each one of you represents one of the forms of Durga Devi and Bhagwan Shiva as well. Okay? So always be good, live good, and always give blessings. At this time, we invite you to close your eyes for a moment as we turn our thoughts to Bhagwan Shri Ram through the medium of Ramayana Sumiran. Jehi sumirat siddhi ho, Gananayak kar badana, karau anugrah so, odhirasi shubha guna sadana, mukh hohi vacha, pangu charai girivar gahana, jasu kripa sudaya, prabhu sakala kalimala dahana. Neela saro karuna haruna vare janayana, karau so mama udhan, sada chira sagar sayana, kundayendu samane, kumar mana karunayana, jahidin parane, karo kripa mardana mayana, bandav guru pad kanch, kripa sendu nar roop hari, mahamoha ram punja, jasu vachana ravi karani kara. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raja, Nij Man Mukund Sudhari, Varano Raghuvar Vima संतन की जय, पूरे साज जगन्नाथ की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। शरणम नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि। ओम प्रथमं शैलपुत्री च द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रगन्तेति कूष्माण्डेति चतुर्थकं पंचमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रि च महागौरीति चाष्टमं नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकीर्तिताः। उक्तानि तानि नामानि ब्रह्मणैवात्मनात्मनः ब्रह्मणैवात्मनात्मनः। ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे। ॐ 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 ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे। We pray that may the mother of this universe, who is the Shakti of this creation, protect us physically in body, mind and intellect. Hey Durga Devi, may you protect us in the daytime and may you protect us in the nighttime, Ma. May you protect us while we are awake, while we are dreaming and while we are in deep sleep. Hey Devi Durga, may you protect every joint of our bodies, every limb and every organ, Ma. Your Shakti through the Devi Kavacham indicates that your manifestation through every aspect of our lives. Protect us in the east, the west, the north, the south, the up and downward direction, Ma. May you protect your children who are feeling unsafe tonight. May you protect our nation, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, from the negative and evil elements. May you protect the protective services, our police officers, the soldiers, the coast guards, the security guards, and the leaders of our land, the political leaders, the spiritual leaders, and the exemplars in society. May you protect, Ma. Hey Devi Durga, may you protect us while traveling by air, by water, and even on the roadways of our nation. May you take us safely to our destination. May you bless our beautiful children tonight who are depicting your form and your manifestation, Ma. Bless them. They have their entire future ahead of them. Bless them, O Devi Ma, that every step that they take in life, that they will be protected and blessed. Oh, hey Ma Jagadambe, आपको हम कोटि कोटि प्रणाम करते हैं देवी. Millions of times we touch thy lotus feet. May you bless our children and our grandchildren and great grandchildren and the future generation, Ma. May you protect us even when we feel as though we are not protected. May you always be there. May you protect us from those who may try to fool us and those who may try to pretend to be good to us but have evil intention. May you protect us, Ma. Ma, protect us from those who have evil intention towards us. May you protect us, O Devi. Every breath that we take, every cell in our bodies must be protected, Ma. May you bless those who are lying on the hospital beds and begging for a chance to be healed and begging for a chance to recuperate. Oh Ma, bless the doctors and nurses and the angels in human forms. Hey Devi Durga, may you protect us, Ma. May you protect us. जातवेदसे सुनवाम सोममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः सन पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुं दुरितात्यग्निः ताम् अग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीकं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसितरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्ति विरति दुर्गानि विश्वा ओष्ठ पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वे भवा तोकाय तनयाय शय्योः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदस्सिन्धुन्दनावातुरिताति पर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्मोकम् प्राणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यविता तनूनां प्रतनाचितगं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगम् उवेम परमात् सरस्तात् सनः परशरति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषिकमित्यो अध्वरे सूचना च होता न सत्सि स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवं पिप्रसयस्व स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवं पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमाय जस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजोनिषिक्तं तवेन्द्र विष्णो रनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इहमादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गी प्रचोदयात्. Together, everyone. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. As we all know that there are many scriptures from the altar of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. We have the Puranas that tells about many katha or many stories. Permit me to use the word story tonight because the word katha doesn't have any English equivalent. Katha means actual events, and for the younger ones especially, be very attentive and remember this. Katha means actual events that took place in the past, whether it's yesterday, last week, last month, last year, or thousands of years before now. That means katha. So actual events that took place, and therefore it is recorded in the Puranas, which means, Puran means ancient, Puran means old, Puran means a long time ago, while a story means, what is the meaning of story? What's the meaning of story? Huh? Arav? So smart Arav is. A fictional or he is very smart. He said it's a fictional, something imaginary. That's why I say once upon a time there was a king and there was a queen and there was a princess that was fabricated. So imagine that in our mind and we form a nice story about the king and the queen and the princess or the prince. But in this case, it's not about a story, it's actual events that unfold. Having said that, Mother Sati, the mother of this universe, she was sitting next to Bhagwan Shiva, and when she saw Lord Shiva bow to Bhagwan Sri Ram, she could not understand how Sri Ram could be God incarnated upon the earth. So last night we saw where she questioned Lord Shiva about how that Lord who is Sarva Vyapi, Sarva Shaktiman, all pervasive, unmanifest, etc., etc., how can he take a human form? And she went on, where even Lord Shiva told her, he said, Devi, please don't doubt me, because Soi mama ishta deva raghubira sevat jahi sada muni dhira. All the saints and sages, they meditate upon this Sri Ram. He is none other than Bhagwan Vishnu incarnated, O Sati. And he is my Ishta Devta. Whenever I close my eyes in meditation, it is Lord Sri Ram that comes to my mind. And last night we concluded where we saw that when each and every one of us closes our eyes, some form of God that comes to our mind, that becomes our Ishta Devi and Ishta Devta. And we also saw from an astrological point of view that even in astrology, when we were born, we have an Ishta Devta associated with our birth. But the reason why I say, if you think about God now, a different form may come, is because I asked my Guruji, Sri Swami Anubhavanandaji, the same question. And he simply said, close your eyes. I closed my eyes. He says, think about God. I thought about God. He said, which form comes to your mind? So I told him. He said, that is your Ishta Devta. Simple. No big drama about, you have to find a time of birth. Excuse me. Find a time of birth and all those other drama. Just when you close your eyes, think of Bhagwan, he will come to your mind. Or Devi will come to your mind. That moment, that form of the Lord is giving you darshan. What's your name? No Priya. Next one, Auntie. Huh? Vashtiji. She's from New York. She's visiting. And when you sit on the plane to go back home, I want you to remember this. You see, when the plane is taxiing, think of Gauri Ma. Gauri Ma means Mother Earth. And you pray, O Prithvi Ma, O Gauri Devi, please bless this aircraft while it is going to the runway. And when, just before you take off, tell Akash Devta, Prabhu, we're coming up there just now, take care of us. So what are you doing? You're playing with, not playing, you are transforming your energy from the earth to the space. And when the plane goes up into Akash, then who taking care of it there? Hey, Pawan Devta, you have to blow this wind and push this plane in this direction. Take us safely to New York City. In that way you communicate with the Pancha Tattva, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi, and the Devi and Devtas. What you are doing, you are connecting your mind to the divine energies around you that is associated with your travel. And then when you're going down to land at JFK, hey, Ma, Prithvi, Gauri Devi, we coming back down, Make sure this plane stop on that runway, Now, you connect to the Shakti, the energy of the earth again. Friends, that is how in Sanatan Dharma we make connections to the Devis and Devtas. And that is why, excuse me, when we go into the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you see where Bhagwan speaks about his vibhuti. He tells you where he is. Look at the fig tree, Didi. Look at the fig tree. Bhagwan says, Ashwatta Sarva Vrikshanam, I am the fig tree among all trees. When you put that fig tree there, you think that Baba have nothing else to do, he tell you bring a fig tree. That fig tree represents Bhagwan Krishna. You see the Kalsa represents, like for example, it is said, Kalasya Shimuke Vishnu Kanthe Rudra Samasritaha Mula Tasya Stite Brahma Madhyamatre Mriga Smritaha Kukshautu Sagara Sarve Sapta Dvipa Vasundara Rigveda Api Yajurvedaha Samaveda Yatharvanaha. All the Vedas, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Bhagwan Shiva is seated in the Kalsa. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, Narmada, all these holy rivers are seated in the Kalsa. So when you are consecrating your Kalsa in puja, it's not just, we have to get a Kalsan, you have to get a Diyan, a Parai, and some Baba does put a coconut and some Baba doesn't put no coconut. I don't know which one better, but I don't know what to say. All them Baba, them different. And we get caught up in the different Baba and the different offering, and we forget the significance of it. You see, if you put the Kalsa with the Parai, the rice on the Parai represents prosperity. It represents Lakshmi. It represents Akshatam. And when you offer that Akshata to all the Devtas and Devis of the universe, you are blessed with wealth and happiness. And the Diya, of course, represents Mother Lakshmi. So if you put that, what it represents? Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Lakshmi Devi. and represents the universe. If you put the kalsa with the coconut on it, it represents a Purna Kumbha. And a Purna Kumbha means, like for example, after every yagya or puja is done, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate. May everything that I have done in my puja be complete, and may there be completeness in what I do. So the coconut with the kalsa represents Purna Kumbha. When you meet a Swami, when a Swami is coming to your home or a Swami is coming to the ashram, you always greet him with a Purna Kumbha like this. The kalsa with the coconut. He represents completeness. So you hold the coconut, the kalsa with the coconut, etc., and the leaves, and you chant Om Natatra Suryo Bhati Na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Katoya Magnihi Tameva Bhantamanubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vidhavati Om Rajadi Rajaya Prasaya Sahine. Excuse me. Etc. When Swamiji comes and he then touches the Purna Kumbha, blessing your life with completeness, peace and prosperity. So I said all that to say one thing. I said all that to say one thing. Sati Devi, the mother of the universe, entertained this doubt because she is acting. She is acting in the storyline of the Shiva Puran. She is acting on the stage of the Ramcharitamanas, as Tulsidas describes. Sati Devi is acting on the stage of the Devi Bhagavatam, because all this katha comes in all these texts. And Sati Devi is acting, but in this acting, it's not a story, it's a katha where it is actually eventful, it actually happened. And she now, even though Bhagwan Shiva spoke to her, her doubt was not clear, and she didn't listen. And like sometimes when the Dulaha speak, the Dulahin don't. Dulahins always say, when the Dulaha speak, the Dulahin don't listen, Baba. Or vice versa. So Sati Devi said, Prabhu, with all due respect, I love you, O Shiva. I love you so much. But this doubt is making me very upset. Not upset, confused. So, can I ask you all a question? Anybody can answer, right? When somebody asks you for an advice, or somebody has a doubt, and that person, you spoke to that person at length, and you explained the situation, and if that person did not take your advice or do not understand your explanation, what would you tell them to do? Priya? Let them? See, it's a very smart young lady. She said, you have done what you are supposed to do, and you just leave them what they have to do. Let them do what they want to do. Like, you have some youths in the community, like the youths of certain communities. You talk to them, you try to create opportunities for them, but they are bent on doing wrong things and bad things. So all you could do is talk. Police talk to them. The police comes into the community and speaks to the youths. The police goes, etc. The government speaking from the social point of view. I'm sure their parents are speaking to them. I'm sure good citizens of the country speaks to them. But they just choose to do what they want to do and end up in the wrong company. When you speak to somebody and they don't listen, you just have to leave them. I know it is very sad sometimes to see where parents make a lot of sacrifice and they try to guide their children on the right path, and those children ends up in the wrong path, and the parents, all their sacrifice goes in vain. Parents, what do? Be frustrated? Remain frustrated and just live a frustrated life? No, you just have to leave it. I know of a mother, a single mother. Well, she ended up being a single mother because the marriage didn't work. And she took her children abroad for a better life. And they were small. And she told me, she said, Baba, when I landed in the airport of that country, I had $20 of that currency. Let's say it's US or 20 Canadian or whatever, pounds, whatever it is. She said, I had $20 of that country's currency. My 2 children were babies. And that is what I started off my life on. And when she reached there, she started living in a basement, working night and day for her children to have a better life because they didn't have a good life here. And you know what those children ended up doing when they became teenagers? Drugs, bad company. They forgot about the sacrifice the mother made. She spoke to them. She kept on talking to them. And you know what, my friends? They just did not listen. You know who ended up being frustrated? The mother. You know where the children end up? In jail. You know what they ended up doing? Getting bail. Coming back out to do the same thing again. To go back inside again. And putting that mother through nightmares. Putting that mother through sleepless night. And putting that mother through a difficult life. She would call me sometime and she would cry. And say, Baba, what to do? I said, all you could do is just leave them. You have done your part. Now you are making yourself frustrated. You are making yourself depressed. You are making yourself worryful. Your pressure is going to rise. You are going to get sick and you will eventually die. And you know what? They will still be in jail or they will still be on the street and they might still be using drugs, God forbid, if they don't change their life. But you are the one who will be suffering. So when you give advice to someone, when you speak to someone, if they don't listen, don't frustrate your life. You would have done your duty as a brother, as a sister, as a wife, as a husband, as whatever the case might be, you would have done your duty. Friends, in the Katha, where Tulsidashi tells Lord Shiva did his part to help Sati Devi, but she acted on the stage, not that she doesn't listen to Bhagwan Shiva, but she shows us that when you don't listen, you know, the old people have a saying. Please, you all tell me. I want you all to finish it off for me. When you don't listen, you're learning that in University of West Indies, you know. As one thing you will not learn in UE. You're learning that by your mother and father's feet. You're learning that by Aja and Aji feet. You're learning that by Nana and Nani. And you see all the old people in the village, they are the one who will give you that knowledge. When you do here, you would. You all say it now, let Sankhya TV here. When you do here, it is. Very good. So that's why you must listen. You always listen? Yes? Bhagwan Shiva, having said all that he said, Tulsidashi tells us what he told Sati Devi now. Everyone together. Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya तुम्हारे मन अति संदेह तो के न जाई परेचारे हो श्री राम जय रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय रामा जय जय यदि तुम्हारे मन बहुत संदेह तो तुम वहां जाकर परीक्षा क्यों नहीं लेती? जब तक तुम्हें मेरे पास लौट कर आओगी तब तक मैं इस वट की चाह में बैठा हूँ. Tulsidas ji says that Lord Shiva, having explained everything to her, यदि तुम्हारे मन में बहुत संदेह है, if your mind continues to have this doubt, then तो तुम वहां जाकर, then go, please go. परीक्षा क्यों नहीं लेती? And please go and test Bhagwan Shri Ram. Go and see if he's an ordinary prince, or go and see if he's a divine being. You go and put the matter to a test, O Devi. And you know what Bhagwan Shiva says? जब तक, till then, तुम मेरे पास लौट करके आओगी, तब तक मैं इसी वट की चाह में बैठा हूं. I'll be waiting right here. I'll be waiting right here. So you go and test Bhagwan Shri Ram and do whatever you have to do, and I will be right here waiting on you. Brothers and sisters, Lord Shiva now, after having spoken at length, he gave Sati Devi the advice of go and test Bhagwan Shri Ram. No problem. You put your God to a test. Anytime you want to test him, go right ahead. Visunji, test your Bhagwan. If you have doubts, no problem. We are humans. Like Sati Devi, she is saying, rather she is entertaining this doubt. And Tulsidas tells us further in the next chaupai. Om Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Bolo Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Sati Shiva Aya Supai Karahi Vichar Karo Ka Bhai Bolo Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. जिस प्रकार तुम्हारे से भारी मोह भ्रम दूर हो. Bhagwan Shiva says, Devi, you go and test Bhagwan Shri Ram, and जिस प्रकार तुम्हारा ये भारी मोह भ्रम दूर हो, and evolve out of this doubt that you have. Get rid of this grievous ignorance and error in your mind, O Sati. Go brave. I bless you. विवेक पूर्वक विचार कर करना. शिव जी ने आज्ञा प्रकार सती चली और मन में सोचना लगी कि हे भाई अब मैं क्या करूं. Tulsidas says that Lord Shiva, having given permission to Sati Devi, she decided that she is going to take leave, and she is going to now go down from Kailash to the Dandaka forest where Sri Ram is roaming together with Lakshman, and there they are looking for Sita Devi. Sati Devi now decides that she will go and she will test Bhagwan Sri Ram. Now friends, Sati Mata is about to make one of the biggest mistake in her avatar. She is about to make one of the biggest error, born out of ignorance, all because she did not listen to her Lord Bhagwan Shiva. Friends, Sati Devi, as she takes leave, Bhagwan Shiva, his mind is on Sri Ram, and he is thinking, I don't know what will happen. Bhagwan Shiva is saying this, is thinking this in his mind, but he knows exactly what is going to happen. Friends, the avatar, the manifestation of Sati Devi through what she is going to do might be the beginning of its end. Bhagwan Shiva, he turns to Sri Ram and he says, my Lord, I don't know what to do next. I don't know. It is all in your hands now. Prabhu, Shri Ram, होगा वही जो राम के रच रखा है. तर्क करते शाखा विस्तार कौन बड़े वे. मन में ऐसा कहकर शिव जी ने भगवान श्री हरि का नाम जपते लगे और सती जी वहां गई. When Lord Shiva having spoken, he also is telling us here, when you talk to somebody and they don't listen and they're going to do what they want to do, you have to drop it from your mind and you turn to Bhagwan and what to say? मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. Oh Lord, I need more than ever your sharan. I need all your grace, O Maryada Purushottam Ram. Lord Shiva is saying, लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, युगल चरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. प्रभु राम, please present yourself to me. I want to see you in my mind and I want to see you with my eyes. Oh Prabhu. Friends, Sati Devi is seeing Lord Rama in her mind and she is seeing Lord Rama with her eyes, and she doesn't know that she is seeing God, the Lord of the world, Bhagwan Vishnu incarnated in that form. You know how many of us, we see God in our minds and we see Him with our eyes and we don't know that that is Him. We don't know that is Him. You know why? Because we entertain too many doubts. Because we entertain too many negatives in the mind. We question without any faith the divinity of God on this earth. And therefore Lord Shiva is saying, please come in my mind, let me see you, and come in front my eyes, let me see you, my Lord. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. मुझे मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में। लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, लोचन मन में हो तो युगल चरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। We are so very much, my friends, in life we become the victim of ignorance, meaning that sometimes there is so much good in front of us and we don't see it. Sometimes because we are influenced by Gyaan, ignorance, and delusion, moha, sometimes we are influenced by the negativities of our own emotions and our own mind. That divinity is in front of us, goodness in front of us, a good person might be in front of us, and we will not see their goodness and their greatness. Brothers and sisters, so unfortunate we are at times because we are caught up in the negatives of our emotions and mind. जीवन देखे काल बिछाया, रच के माया नाच नचाया। जीवन देखे जाल बिछाया, रच के माया नाच नचाया। चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेगी, चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेगी, जब चिंतन में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। तुमने लाखों पापी तारे, मेरी मारी बाजी हारी। तुमने लाखों पापी तारे, मेरी भारी बाजी हारी। मेरे पास ना पुण्य की पूंजी, मेरे पास ना पुण्य की पूंजी, पद पूजन में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। Sati Devi, she walks away from Bhagwan Shiva, her mind plagued with doubts. She is going to test Sri Ramchandra. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। राम हे राम, राम हे राम, धर धर अतकू, धर धर बतकू, कहाँ कहाँ अपना सिर पतकू। इस जी मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. Sati Devi, Tulsidas says, she now decides to go and she walks away from Bhagwan Shiva. And having walked away, her mind is thinking, how can this be the Lord of the world? And you know what she did? This is the mistake she made. The mistake is, Puni puni hridaya bicharu, Puni puni hridaya bicharu, Kari dhari Sita kararu, Aage hoi chali pan तो ही जेहि आवत नरभू. Tulsidas says, बार बार मन में विचार कर, again and again Sati is thinking, और सीता जी का रूप धारणा करके, this is what she did. She took the body, she took the form of Sita Mata. This is the biggest mistake anybody can make in life. Baba, what do you mean? Can you take the form of Sita? No? You know what is a mistake? Shaker? You know what is a mistake? The mistake is Sati Devi disguised herself in the form of Sita Mata. And she goes down to the forest. And it is said, she then सीता जी का रूप धारण करके सती उस मार्ग की और आगे बढ़े. She went exactly where Bhagwan Sri Ram and Lakshman was about to pass by. And you know, she's like standing, let me give you an example, right? She's like standing and her back is facing, her face is this way and her back is facing exactly where Sri Ram is passing. So, if Sri Ram were to come, remember he is looking for Sita. If he is God, he will know the person in front of him is not Sita. And if he is not God, he will run and he will embrace Sati Devi, who is disguised as Sita. So that is a test. If he is God, he will know it is not Sita, it is Sati. And if he is not God, if he is God, he will know it's not Sita, it is Sati. So, मार्ग की ओर आगे बढ़े चली जिधर राजा रामचंद्र जी आ रहे थे. So she went exactly right where Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra ji is going to pass. Now, my friends, I want you to understand one thing. When Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra ji came down on this earth in Treta Yuga, he didn't come as Purna avatar. He came with 13 kalas. 13 kalas means that he had not the 16 kalas that makes an avatar Purna avatar. He came with 13 kalas. Now, the only time Bhagwan Sri Ram is Purna avatar is when Sita Devi, Lakshman and Hanuman ji is next to him. Then he becomes Purna avatar. That's why you will always see Sri Ram depicted as Ram Darbar. So when Sri Ram is in Ram Darbar, I don't know if you have any murti, but you will see Sri Ram, Sita Devi, Lakshman and Hanuman. That is a complete murti of Bhagwan Sri Ram. In that murti, there is 16 kalas of Purna avatar. Bhagwan Krishna by himself, however, he is Purna avatar. So my point here is, Sri Ram and Lakshman alone in the forest is now acting as ordinary human being And Tulsidashi tells that Sati Devi, disguised as Sita Mata, she goes and stands on the pathway, hoping that when Sri Ram comes, he will run to her and he will embrace her as he is embracing Sita Devi, because he is missing Sita Devi because she has been abducted by Ravana. And this is where I want to make a few points. The points that is very important to note is point number one. Whenever we pretend or we disguise ourselves and we pretend to be who we are not, that is one of the biggest mistakes we can make in our lives. Pretending to be who we are not. Number one, from a spiritual perspective and from a Vedanta point of view, if I ask any one of you, who are you? As the Upanishad would ask, the first thing we will say, I am. You give your name, you give your shape, you give your size, you give your color, you give your everything. And all that has to do with your physical sheet, the Annamaya Kosh, which is the physical body, which has nothing to do with who you really are. Brothers and sisters, from a Vedanta point of view, we are not the body. We are a pure soul. From a Vedanta point of view, we all are spiritual beings having a human existence. From a Vedanta point of view, we are spiritual beings having a human existence, a tremendous human existence. From a Vedanta point of view, we all are eternally happy human beings. From a materialistic point of view and from an ignorant point of view, you say, I am miserable, I am unhappy, I have this trouble, I have that trouble, I have this next trouble, because we are caught up in the body identification and we are caught up in the sansar of this world, which we are part of. And because we are part of this world and we are part of this sansar, we pretend to be who we are not. So that's why we think that we are the body as a pretender. You're not the body, you're a pure soul. You think that you are unhappy, that's a pretending. Your real nature is happiness. Whenever you say that you're unhappy, it's because your mind is telling you you're unhappy. Your mind wants to make you feel that you're unhappy because you are caught up in the sansar, you're caught up in the maya. If you divert your mind and you drop everything, and now I'm saying this, Vedanta is easy to talk, but to live it is something else, Vedanta is where you tell yourself, I am a pure soul, and you wish you could sit down in meditation all the time and feel that. No. Yes, well, we could do that, but unfortunately, we are worldly people. We are family people, so we have to worry and think a little bit. Unless we can be like one of them. See one of them there? Look at them. They have nothing to worry about. Isn't it? Absolutely nothing to worry about. My Guruji used to always say, he said, never be childish, always be childlike. Be like a child, innocent and pure. So, Sati Devi disguising herself means she is pretending to be who she is not. Friends, I want to ask you all a question tonight. Anybody? This is a question I'm asking, but I don't want you to answer to me. I want you to answer to yourself. Answer to yourself. Are you a happy person? And I will tell you what the answer is supposed to be. The answer is supposed to be, yes, I am a happy person. But I'm so caught up with life situation that I feel that I'm unhappy. Are you a liberated soul? The answer to that is yes. But because we are pressured by life situation, we feel as though we are not liberated. And as a result of that, we are scared of death. We worry that when death comes, what is going to happen to the soul. But if you know what the soul is going through now, we will never worry about that. And I'm saying this, I'm talking to you tonight, and I'm telling you this is the truth. But sometimes fear also comes in our minds, because it's part of the human nature And if you all hear any children talking, we won't give them no Persad tonight, right? You all hear any children talking? You all hear any children talking? Yes or no? You heard them? No Persad for them. Right? But if I want you all to keep an eye out, right? Make sure if anybody talking, come and tell me, okay? Okay. So, Sati Devi, she, my friends, this guy, she pretended. She took the form of Sita Mata. And when having taken the form of Sita Devi, she is testing God. Brothers and sisters, be attentive. Listen to the philosophy of this. We tell God that we are somebody different to who He thinks we are. And the Lord is passing in front, He's passing right by us. And we expect Him to recognize us when we don't even recognize ourselves. Just like Sati Devi, Sati Ma is testing Sri Ram, we also test God every day. We also test Him. And you know what's the sad part? The sad part is that the Lord knows we are testing Him. Bhagwan Shiva is seeing all this, and he is looking at Sati Devi and he is wondering, what has really gotten into her? How come? And that's the same thing the Lord wonders about us. What has gotten into you and you all? What has really gotten into you? That you have forgotten yourself. You have forgotten your nature. You have forgotten that you are Sachidananda. You have forgotten that your nature is Ananda and happiness itself. You are disguising and you are moving away from you. Friends, we are moving away from ourselves and we are connecting to the world more and more. Let's turn around. And come back to ourselves. When we come back to ourselves in meditation, we realize that we are pure. We are peaceful, we are happy. I know of someone, please listen to this. I know of somebody, this person got a dream. And in the dream, he dreamt that God of death is there. Well, at least he thought his God of death, Baba. And the Lord tell him, I come for you. He told me, he said, Baba, I get frightened. But I know it's God. And I know God is talking to me and telling me, I come. He come for me. So he says, I told God, I said, God, me ready yet? I'm not ready. And the Lord said, no, whether you're ready or not, I come for you. And the Lord took him and holding his hands, and he is going with him. And he's dreaming all this, right? And he is going, and he said he passed through Princess Town. He passed through San Fernando. I said, like you're pulling bull or what? He said, no, I park up the taxi park up. God hold my hand and I'm going. And when I reached San Fernando, I see like a big space, and I went up in the clouds. And when I reach up there now, God's still holding my hand. I said, Besha, I'll stay. He said, no. He said, I tell God I'm going back. I have plenty of things to do. And God told him. He said, God told him that, okay, if I send you back, I send you back alone. I'm not going back with you. He said, yeah, no problem. I said, I know where to go. And the Lord let go his hand. He dreaming this now. The Lord let go his hand and send him back. And he come back through down from the space, clouds and stuff, and then come back through San Fernando, Princess Town, and went back to his home, and then he got up. And when he got up, he realized it was a dream. And the dream was not about him. The dream was about his brother-in-law. And the dream was a guided dream of his brother-in-law who got in a very serious accident later that day and was supposed to die. Doctors were shocked that that brother-in-law was alive, but they were able to resuscitate him and he became alive again. So come like the soul of the brother-in-law gone and came back. So that brother-in-law got the dream of what was supposed to transpire that day. Friends, in the dream, what left the body? The subtle body left. That subtle body is the soul, the jivatma, man, chit, buddhi and ahankar. Man is the mind, chit is consciousness, buddhi is intelligence, and ahankar is the individual ego. That is what left the body and went. And that is what leaves the body when somebody dies. That is called the subtle body. It is called the antakaran. And when that leaves the body, that is what experience or that is what has the experiences of the outer body experience. So the outer body experience, like some people sitting meditation and they could leave their body and they could go all about and come back. The soul traveling alone and the body sitting there and the body is like if it has died. Some people in meditation, their pulse rate goes down way below the what you call the amount it should be. Like a regular healthy heart is supposed to be about probably 55, 60 beats a minute. When the heart is healthy, 55, 60. Resting heart rate is supposed to be about around that. Like real athletes and stuff who are very healthy and they keep on exercising, etc. Their heart rates will be like 50, 55, 60, which is supposed to be a good heart rate, healthy heart rate. If the heart is not healthy, then it continue beating at 90, 95, 100, 125 when you're supposed to be resting. So my point is that when meditation, when the subtle body leaves and go like an outer body experience, the heart rate drops as if the person is not even alive. Now I'm saying all this Vedanta philosophy to show you one thing. That Sati Mata disguises herself. She's pretending like we all pretend that we are not who we are. We are not just human beings, friends. We are all divine beings. We are spiritual beings. We are pure souls. But we are thinking that we are miserable souls and miserable human beings. So Tulsidas tells, he says that Sati Devi, having taken the form of Sita Mata, she went and stood there. And Tulsidas tells, as Sri Ram was coming, you think Sri Ram doesn't know who she is? Friends, you think Sri Ram, God, doesn't know who you are? You think Bhagwan doesn't know what we are going through in our lives? Imagine we thinking that. Tulsidas says, when Lord Shiva saw that Sri Ram was coming, फिर शिव जी ने श्री रामचंद्र जी माया के सिर नवाकर प्रणाम किया. जय भगवान. Lord Shiva bowed to the Maya of Sri Ram. He says, your Maya is so strong that even my Sati has become the victim of this Maya, Prabhu. Even my Sati has become the victim of your Maya, O Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. वस्तु अमोलक दिए मेरे सतगुरु. वस्तु अमोलक दिए मेरे सतगुरु. कृपा कर अपनायो. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. जन्म की ऊंची पाई. जन्म जन्म की ऊंची पाई. जग में सभी को आयो. आयो जी मैंने जग में सभी को आयो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो जी मैंने Sati Devi, Lord Shiva saw that she was going, and Sri Ram knew exactly who she was. Sri Ram, Tulsidas ji says, he put his hands together and he prostrated before the divine mother of the universe, Sati. And Ma, please बताइए ना, आप बताइए मेरे भगवान शिव जी कहाँ हैं? Sri Ram is asking Sati Devi. Even though he's looking at her from the back, he knew it was not Sita, it was Sati Devi. God always recognizes us. And all through our lives, we tell him that we are somebody else. My friends, when the Lord recognizes us, we feel embarrassed. We feel ashamed of our own selves and our own attitude. Sati Devi felt very much hurt that she tried to test Bhagwan Sri Ram. Now she is thinking, how can I go back? Sankar is celebrating his birthday today. Sankar, you are celebrating the birth of your body, not your soul. Today is about beyond your body. How old? 49. Today, your body is 49 years old. But your soul is much, much ancient and older. May Bhagwan bless you. Tonight's katha is to tell you that you are not this body, you are a divine soul. And what we are celebrating in your birthday is your soul. We are celebrating life. We are celebrating achievements. We are celebrating blessings. Sati Devi, you know it is said, life is a challenge and we must meet it. Life is a song and we must sing it. Life is a dream and we must realize it. Life is a game, we must play it. And life is love, enjoy it. To you, Bhaiya Sankar, may you always stay blessed and always be yourself. Always be yourself as we dedicate this bhajan to you. As it says, Sat ki naam ki vatiya Sat Guru, Sat ki naam ke vatiya Sat Guru, Bhav sagar tar aayo ji maine, aayo ji maine Ram ratan dhan payo, aayo ji maine Ram ratan dhan payo, aayo ji maine Ram ratan dhan payo. In this way, Sati Devi, my friends, she stood there. Bhagwan Sri Ram recognized her. He knew exactly who she was. And I want to conclude tonight by asking you all this question. Friends, do you all think that Bhagwan, God, doesn't know who we are? You think Bhagwan doesn't know who we are, my friends? The Lord knows exactly who we are. The Lord knows exactly where we're from. The Lord knows exactly everything about us. What's your name, babe? Satish? I want you to go right there and tell those people who are talking to shh. Go tell her. Go. Tell them, you all don't know prayers going on and the Baba is doing satsang and you all talking and making noise. Go and tell her. Don't feel shy, go. I want to hear you, right? To you, Sankar ji. बेकरार हो के दामन तामलूम किसका, बेकरार हो के दामन तामलूम किसका, क्या निशान दूं मैं तेरी, नामलूम किसका। Everyone, everyone. नहीं नहीं ऐसा हंसी कोई नहीं है, जिस पे नजर रुक जाए, बेमिसाल जो कहलाए। सोचिए हजारों साल है मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू एवरीवन, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू सांगा, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू सांगा जी, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। औरों की तरह कुछ मैं भी तूफान के आता, औरों की तरह कुछ मैं भी तूफान के आता। मैं तेरी हंसी महफिल में फूल लेके आता। जिन्हें कहा उससे कहा फूलों की जरूरत, खुद कहलाए, हर काली का दिल धड़काए। सोचिए हजारों साल है मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू सांखा जी, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू सांखा जी, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए। सोचिए हजारों साल है मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू संकर जी, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू together everyone, everyone. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Santa, happy birthday to you. But you know, today is not only his birthday, he got married on his anniversary. So 49 years ago, कुछ कुछ होता है। Oh no, not 49. How much, boy? 25 years ago? 25 years ago you got married? So 25 and 10, 35 and 10, 45. Oh, you were 24 years old. Okay. So 24 years ago he also got married. So we celebrate his anniversary as well. So let's all sing. सिया दाले राम गले जय माला, सिया दाले राम गले जय माला, जय माला सिया जय माला, जय माला सिया जय माला। सिया दाले राम, सिया दाले राम, सिया दाले राम जय माला, सिया दाले राम गले जय माला। दुल्हा तो श्री राम बने हैं, दुल्हा तो श्री राम बने हैं। लक्ष्मण देवर साईं बाला यदाले राम गले जय माला यदाले राम गले जय माला यदाले राम गले जय माला. So happy anniversary as well, and happy birthday to you bhaiya, and happy anniversary to both of you, Didi and bhaiya. May God bless you. May your marriage be protected, may your health and may your life be protected. God blessings to you both, and God blessings to this wonderful family. So my friends, having said all of this, let us all, tonight's message I want to conclude with one thing. Let us not pretend to be who we are not. Let us always be our pure self. Always be a pure self. And in this way, what happened when I said that Sati Devi made a mistake? She pretended. And friends, eventually, you know what happened? Eventually, Sati Devi had to give up that body of Sati and to become Parvati. Because she didn't listen to Bhagwan Shiva, she pretended that she was someone else. She pretended that she was a limited being. She pretended that she was influenced by Maya and illusion. And when somebody becomes the victim of ignorance, such a person's, their body becomes stained. Their life becomes stained. That ignorance, what you call, stain their very existence, and so they have to keep on changing body, because every life we stain it with ignorance. And I'm sure nobody will put on us clothes with stains on it. Will you put on clothes with stains? Anybody? Will you put on clothes with stains? Well, unless you can't afford anything different or anything new, then you will say, well, that's a style, man. Every stain is a style. Marlon, isn't it? Every stain will be a style. So, when the body is stained, when our very existence is stained, we keep on changing it. Anybody who have stained clothes, they will change it. True or false? Friends, after this katha tonight, Sati Devi had to change that body and transmigrate into a next body. And in the next body, she was called as Parvati Devi. But before she gave up the body of Sati, she prayed that, Lord, oh Shiva, I am so sorry for what I did. I didn't listen to you, Lord. And when we don't listen to God, we have to ask for mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam, janardana. We have to ask for forgiveness until we are born again. And then we will tell the Lord, Lord, when I come back again, I love you. I love you so much. I want to be your devotee again, Prabhu. That's exactly what Sati Devi said. I want to be your wife again in the next life. And she didn't come back just like that and be the wife. You had to go through real drama. How much drama you going through to get Dolahin, bhai? Plenty drama. You see, Sankar in those days, the old man bike. Where Dolahin from? Arima? Oh, papa, yo. So how you find she up there, bhai? Anyway, when kuch hota hai, it have to happen. It happened anyway. So, God bless you. God bless your marriage and God bless your life. Having said this, I want to thank our Pandits for being here. Bhaiya, are you a Pandit? What's your name? Pandit what? Pandit Ghanshyam ji and Pandit? Acharya Pankaj Pandey ji. Please, I humbly apologize for not recognizing you earlier, but I had already introduced everybody else and then my mind went on you. So please, pranam, and thank you so very much for coming and bringing blessings to this beautiful family on this very special occasion of the Janmadin of Bhaiya's birthday and their wedding anniversary. So aapko hum dono pranam karte hain. With this being said, I conclude tonight, and let me ask Acharya ji to give his blessings while Pandit ji is doing the Havan. Acharya ji.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Shri Veda Purushaya Namaha. Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Vinayakam Gurum Bhanum ब्रह्म विष्णु महेश्वरान् सरस्वतीं प्रणम्यादौ सर्वकार्यार्थसिद्धये गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। आनन्दमानन्दकरं प्रसन्नं ज्ञानस्वरूपं निजबोद्धरूपं योगेन्द्रमीड्यं भवरोगवेद्यं श्रीमद्गुरुं नित्यमहं नमामि। भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्जत्रा स्थिरैरङ्गे स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनुभिर्व्यसे महिदेवहितं जदायुः शतमिन्नु शरदो यन्ति देवा झत्रा नश्चक्राझरसन्तनूनाम् पुत्रासो जत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानो मध्यारीरिखतायुर्गन्तो अदितिर्द्यौरदितिरन्तरिक्षमदितिर्माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा यदितिर्जातमदितिर्जनित्वम् द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः शान्तिपृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि। ॐ रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमू रामाय तस्मै नमः। रामन्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धरः। प्रणवः पवन कुमार खलबल पावक ज्ञान घना जासु हृदय यागार बसहि राम सरचापधर। ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव जद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः सुशान्तिर्भवतु।
Thank you very much, Panditji, and we indeed very happy to have you with us tonight. Let's all stand for final Purnahuti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagum Swaha Om Sarvapapaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram Om Vanaspatirso Bhuto Gandhadyo Gandharuttama Agriya Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigritam. Everyone lift your hands and pass over our heads 3 times. Om Sarvadevi Sarvadevtaya Namaha. Om Shri Dhupam Agrapayami. Om Sarvadevi Devta Dharshayami. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादि शेष और सारद वर्णि पवन सुत की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन घोरस मुनि जन धन संतन को सर्वस सारयंश सम्मत सबहि की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की शंभु भवानी और गत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यासयादि कवि वर्ज भगानी व्यासयादि कवि वर्ज भगानी काकभुषुंडी गरुड़ के श्री रामायण जी की कलिमल हरनि विषय रस सुभग सिंगार मुक्ति युवती ललन रोग भूरी अमी की तात मात सब विधि सुनती आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की ओम श्री राम जय जय राम 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 मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्वेदम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ प्रेम से बोलिए वृंदावन विहारी लाल की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की दुल्हन दुल्हन की बर्थडे बॉय की जय जय सीता प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स फ्रेंड्स as we receive your panchamrit your prasad meals are provided for and all with lots of love do have a safe journey back to your homes.
Jai Sitaram, I am Pundit Persad inviting you to join with me on Sankhya television for our Navratri Vrat commencing on